This is Mona Scott Young, and I am here about to do my interview on Reality for Real on ReachMe.tv. What are we going to talk about? I'm used to producing reality. We'll see. Maybe I have a few secret announcements to make.
He has managed over 75 pop culture celebrities, actors, reality stars, celebrity chefs, and hosts. He has produced over 500 hours of hit reality TV for A&E, Bravo, VH1, Reels, Oxygen, MTV, CMT, TLC, CW, Fox, and HGTV. He knows what goes on behind closed doors, and now he's about to let you in. I'm Marta Bloom. This is Reality for Real with David Weintraub.
Coming to you from the top of Hollywood, it's Reality for Real with your hosts, Marta Bloom and David Weintraub.
And special guest star, Mona Scott Young. Let's get real.
So the big news this week is that the Kardashians turned 10. And our friends at The Hollywood Reporter celebrated with an incredible article and gorgeous photo spread. Pick it up, you don't want to miss it. So David, take us through how one sex tape led to a $1 billion brand.
That is absolutely incredible that The Hollywood Reporter is saying $1 billion brand. I mean, you gotta give it up to Kris Jenner because she is the architect of this family and the person who really pushed this to become what it has become. It's an amazing feat for them to do this. If they're gonna make $1 billion, they're probably gonna make 2.
How do they make $1 billion?
They made $1 billion because they have products, they have promotional campaigns, they have various TV shows, spin-offs. I mean, God knows, you know, I've worked with this family for a long time. I brought them a lot of deals. I introduced Scott Disick to Kourtney Kardashian on the set of my show, Sons of Hollywood.
You did?
In 2006.
How did that happen?
We had a barbecue at the Sons of Hollywood house. I was shooting my first reality show, and they all came over, and that's when Scott Disick met Kourtney, and then boom, 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 here's where it goes. They didn't even have a deal to do the show when we shot that. So it really is a very unique milestone that they're reaching this point. And anytime you have to deal with the Kardashians, you know you're gonna get a big deal out of it. It's gonna be a lot of money. So I give them a lot of credit because they really have made it through the ups and downs of the industry and have survived. If The Hollywood Reporter is going to put you on the cover, call you the $1 billion family and the 10-year anniversary, it means you're really something different than everything out there. You know, this is not just a fly-by-night show. This is a whole brand of television that has turned into an empire.
They should be called the $1 billion family.
Congrats, guys. Another 10 years.
Yes.
And you know what? You can also thank Ray J a little bit.
Absolutely. It all started with Ray J. So, David, who do you have for us today?
Well, today we have a very special guest.
Yes, and we'll get to it when we come back. I'm Marta Bloom.
And I'm David Weintraub, and welcome back to Reality for Real.
So, David, who do you have for us today?
Well, today we have a very special guest. One of the most powerful women in the entire television business is here today. She is a jack of all trades, a creator, a producer, a manager. She has her own brand called Mona Me Entertainment. We have the lovely Mona Scott Young. Thank you.
Very good. How are you? Thank
I'm
you for
doing
having
amazing.
me.
Because Mona's in the building, I know that some very important meeting somehow got pushed for you to come and join me. So I just want to say thank you for
Oh, well,
being
you're
here.
very, very welcome.
I appreciate it.
We're happy to be here.
Mona, you are one of the most phenomenal producers out there. I mean, I'm happy to be in business with you with so many of my clients, and you treat them so amazingly. But tell us how you really came from having this one show to building this entire brand of television and really changing the face of what reality soap operas look like.
Well, you know, the brand extends beyond television, first and foremost. And, you know, I had a long and storied career prior to getting into television. So I think, you know, to some extent, Love and Hip Hop having been such a big success has eclipsed what I've done before and all of the things that I'm doing now. But the show started out as just a half hour of television on VH1 on a Monday night. And we found a connection with the audience, and we, I think, tapped into a world that people were curious about. And one thing thing led to another, and now I think we're 4 cities in, and yeah, and
See, she can't even remember. When you have that much television on the air, you can't. You're like, how many?
It's Hollywood, and I say 4 cities now because we've been working on a new city.
Wait, can I say it or no? You can't.
Keep
it out.
I
Keep
mean,
it out.
It depends.
Okay.
When is this live?
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, 7 shows I counted on the
7.
air.
Okay.
Yes, hundreds of employees, crazy talent, 2 kids, a husband. You're a big-time producer. How do you do it all?
And a dog.
And the dog.
I have a doggie. Yes, I have a dog named Teddy.
Does dog get any
Shout out to
attention?
Teddy. No.
Hey, Teddy.
The dog is my new son. Yes. It's hard. It's a lot, but I enjoy what I do, and I give myself to it wholeheartedly. So it doesn't feel like a job. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of work. I never want to discount it and make it seem like it's easy, because it's not. And there are a lot of sacrifices my family makes, especially. I have a 14-year-old daughter who doesn't get to see mommy, but thank God for FaceTime, because that's like I'm raising my daughter via FaceTime.
And what a difference it makes, huh?
I'm incredibly blessed to be able to do what I really enjoy doing. And I feel like I'm really tapping into my full potential, right? And what more can you ask for in life?
Oh, you're a natural. Woo.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
You and I both come from a similar world originally, which is management, and then transforming into television. What do you do with the management clients that you still deal with when you have to deal with such a big television empire?
It's, getting more and more challenging, because management is such a hands-on, personalized thing that you want to be able to be there for your clients constantly, because it encompasses more than just whatever the deal is that's in front of them.
Right.
It's everything about their lives. So I've whittled down my management clients considerably.
Right.
So,
Who do you still have? You still have
Missy Elliott, of course. She's a longtime client. I've managed Missy for about 20 years now of her career.
What
So
a
she's
career.
still a client. I actually have now taken on a new client. The way it came about is so interesting.
What's going on here?
Escape.
Exclusive.
Do you Escape? Yes. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Most people remember them as a group back in the 90s. And what a lot of people did not know and are now discovering is that Candy from the Housewives of Atlanta and Tiny T.I.'s wife,
They were in the group.
were members of Escape, exactly. So the girls came back together because they wanted to do a feature. They wanted to do a biopic about their lives. There was another one in the marketplace, and they felt like they wanted to take control of their lives, and they came to me to, kind of help them put that together. And in the course of, putting the biopic together, their opportunities started coming about for the girls to perform.
Right.
And when they accepted one of those opportunities, we realized that this is going to be the first time these girls are on stage in 20 years. And we would be absolutely remiss if we did not capture the coming together, the healing old wounds, the clearing out, the cobwebs, and coming back together and making beautiful music together again. So in the course of putting together the movie and the TV show, I kind of became the de facto manager, so I now just have Missy Elliott in Escape.
So, want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Now that you're creating stars out of love and hip hop, and some of these stars are going on to becoming their own brands and really becoming superstars in their own right, how does it feel to take someone who's a conventional kind of reality star, and I mean, I'm just going to refer to Cardi in this situation, but
Cardi, shout out to Cardi. Massive success.
#1 song. I mean, she went all the way. It's crazy that someone off of a reality show can go that far, and that's really changing, because a lot of reality stars we all know that we work with, that they don't really make it. They make it to a certain level, but they don't make it all the way. How does it feel to see that happen?
I love seeing that, because that was the whole point, right? It was about giving them this platform and this springboard from which they could go on to all the other things that they wanted to do. I think the folks that maybe plateau are the ones who really weren't clear about what they wanted out of the experience and what the goal was for them at the end. Because I always talk about lining up the dominoes. You've got to know what you want out of this, because this is going to afford an opportunity to be in front of millions of people, that you should be thinking about how to convert those folks into consumers and how to, develop a brand that allows you to leverage that audience. Some people get caught up in the moment. Some people enjoy the celebrity, the paparazzi, everything that comes with being a reality star. But I always say this is a means to an end. This should not be the final destination. Don't unpack your bags.
So reality TV women have not always been role models, but you are.
Oh, well,
so
thank you.
if you could speak to young women right now and give them a message, what would that message be?
I think the message is the same message, whether you're talent on a reality show, working a 9 to 5 somewhere, you know, in school, trying to figure out what you want to do. I think you have to have a plan and a vision for yourself that you stick to, right? By any means necessary, because a lot of times as women especially, we give up our dreams along the way. You know, children and family and responsibilities get in the way of that stuff. And you've got to find a way to do what you have to do until you can fully do what you want to do.
And you haven't.
know?
And you haven't.
Haven't.
So
What?
you haven't put that dream
No, but
aside.
there were moments in time when the dream felt like it was a little bit further away than I thought it would be, you know, or I wanted it to be, but I had to keep reminding myself about what my ultimate goal was. You know, keep telling myself that this was attainable, even in the face of everyone else telling me it wasn't.
And Love and Hip Hop is not a show. You've created a world. Atlanta, Hollywood, New York, and one more coming.
And one more coming. But it's also about all the other things that we've expanded that world into. There's a mobile app, for instance, that allows you to navigate this world, and you know, it's a gaming
And you're
app.
in it, right?
I am in the game, exactly.
I love it. Yeah.
So there's the mobile
Better
app.
go download that.
Woo!
What is next? What now that this goal has been accomplished, this show is going to live on. It's going to be on for years. What do you do to top this?
I don't necessarily think about it as topping it, because Love and Hip Hop is always going to have its place.
Right.
Just like everything that I did prior to. I was a manager for many years and managed so many successful acts, and that had its place in my life, and that will always be a part of my legacy. Love and Hip Hop has its place. And moving forward, we're producing both in the scripted and unscripted space. We're producing for features as well as television projects. There is an announcement being made shortly, again, don't know when this airs, but we're moving into the publishing world as well with books.
That's great.
And that's going to be an extension of the storytelling to the audience, but very different kinds of stories. There is a jewelry collection. I wear these rings. I don't know if you noticed. This is one of
Where
them.
can you
I
buy
noticed.
these?
Well, they're not available yet at retail, but it's a partnership with Sis Simone, you know, LL's wife.
Right.
Yes.
Sis Jewelry, but they're called M Power Rings.
Oh.
Yes, it's just something that I, you know, very early on would wear my big talismans. They were a source of confidence and security for me as I was transitioning and moving into different areas, and it became kind of a little bit of a good luck charm, and so there's a little bit of a story behind it. But, you know, those will be coming soon, doing some stuff in the apparel space, which, you know.
We know all about that.
Yes,
We
we'll
know
talk about
all
that as it
that.
comes all together. But you know, the great thing about what the exposure and the platform and everything that I've been able to develop with my brand has afforded me is an opportunity to continue to make inroads into different areas and hopefully to kick down some doors for the folks coming, you know.
Those doors are already
And just
off the
exploring
wall.
avenues.
You already kicked them down. Well, Mona, I want to thank you so much for being
Thank you,
here,
guys.
and we appreciate it. And
I
we look forward to
appreciate
watching all the shows. She runs Monday night on VH1, so you just go on Monday nights and you can watch any Mona Scott show.
Mona
Catch you
Scott
back.
Young.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you very much. See, it's very unconventional here. Reality for real. We'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back to Reality for Real on Reach Me TV.
I'm Marta Bloom.
And I'm David Weintraub.
Are you ready for real or not for real?
Let's do this. Come on.
For real or not for real? Question number 1. It got too hot in the hot tub for Corinne and DeMario on ABC's Bachelor in Paradise. The network pulled the plug on the episode and told the world it would never be seen. For real or not for real?
Not for real. This scene is coming out on Bachelor in Paradise because after the lawyers and all the executives watched the scene and realized there was a lot of stuff that wasn't so bad in it, they're gonna give America exactly what they want. So it's absolutely for real. You will see this scene on ABC's Bachelor in Paradise.
Question number 2. Rumor has it that George and Anfisa, the knockdown, drag-out couple from TLC 90 Day Fiancé, is getting a spin-off. For real or not for real?
This is for real to some extent. They're not guaranteed a show yet, but they are getting a development deal to figure out what a show would look like between George and Anfisa. So it could be something big. And if you guys watch 90 Day Fiancé, you'll know that these guys are the big stars from the show.
So it looks like it's a visa for Anfisa.
Well, she's already got the visa. She has the green card too, so I think it's gonna be a black card next.
That was great.
You're funny.
Thank you. By now, we all know reality stars Tarek and Christina El Moussa are getting a divorce, but that's not the real story here. Rumor has it that her settlement list is outrageous. For real or not for real?
100% for real. Christina, your list is crazy. You're asking for millions of dollars, spousal support, an extra Bentley, gold watches, all kind of crazy stuff. But I guess they built this empire together. She kind of deserves it.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't really think people really tuned into that show to watch Tarek. They were
In his flip-flop.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, guy. You're from Orange County. You wear flip-flops all the time. I think people were tuning in to see her pick up the jackhammer and break down a wall. So it looks like the divorce for real is a crazy list.
It looks like whatever happens with the divorce, someone's gonna need a renovation.
Absolutely. I'm David Weintraub,
I'm Marta Bloom.
and thank you for watching Reality for Real on Reach Me TV. We'll see you next time.